Good afternoon and welcome to this first Thursday thought of 2025. Well, normally I would have some kind of a post about the new year, the incredible speed at which the months and the years fly by, turning over a new page and all of that kind of thing. But the new year is not at all a clean slate, so to speak, because for pretty much all of us, as we turn the calendar page, we also drag our baggage into the new year along with us. Oh, some of us might make some kind of a New Year's resolution to rid ourselves of one or more items in our baggage, and some of us might even make that resolution stick for a while. But humans being human, we mostly just carry things along with us as we go about the new year. Our baggage, in many ways, is comfortable for us. We know what it is, we know how we can manage it, and sometimes it even seems to be helpful to us. Besides, we humans, we don't like change, and we're comfortable in our life ruts. Getting out of that rut often involves effort, fortitude, and learning a new way of living. Most of us are lazy enough to just be comfortable where we are. But sometimes, though, we muster enough courage and fortitude to make some kind of change in our life. We become tired enough of the status quo that we make that change in life and living that's been comfortable for us, yet it hasn't been good. Maybe that change is a change in health and habits, such as diet and exercise. Sometimes it might be a change in relationships or maybe friendships. It could be a change in job or vocation. Or maybe one decides to move to another location, either close by or far away. There are many things that are part of our status quo that we might want to change for the better. But one of those things is, I believe, more important than any of the others. And that goes into our spiritual realm to answer the question of, what am I going to do with Jesus? You know, that question's been around for centuries, and the possible answers are really limited to just a few when push comes to shove. Now, we know about Jesus. We know that he was an historical figure. We know that he lived in ancient Israel during the Roman occupation. We know he was a great teacher and commands quite a following even today. We also know that the Romans crucified him at the behest of the Jewish leaders of the day. We know he claimed to be God incarnate, and many believe that he came alive 3 days following his crucifixion, appeared to over 500 people, and ascended into heavenly realms after about 40 days following his resurrection. So just what are those responses to the question, what are we going to do with Jesus? Well, we can choose to ignore that question altogether and thereby also choose to ignore Jesus. We could revere him as a great teacher, but certainly not divinity. We could consider him to be some kind of bald-faced liar claiming to be God when he knew better. Or we could dismiss him as some kind of a lunatic out of his mind, a crazy man of some kind. Or we could accept him as he claimed to be, God incarnate, the only way, truth, and life. And in so doing, we prepare ourselves for the biggest changes in life possible, because if we let him, he will give us such a thorough makeover that even we ourselves won't recognize ourselves as the new takes over the old, sweeping the old out of the way and out of our lives. And you need to know that this sweeping out of the way is a continual process. It's a lifetime process. He continues to work on us, remaking us, remolding us, refining us for as long as we have breath. In many ways, this change can be quite uncomfortable for us because, you recall, most of us are comfortable in the status quo. With Jesus in our lives, there is no status quo. Everything is new. Everything is different. Everything is changed. Being called to the Christian faith, that isn't for the faint of heart. And it can't be done on our own. God Himself works within us, developing our faith, helping us to adjust to the changes, looking forward to becoming more and more like Jesus. I urge you this new year to, if you haven't already done so, consider Jesus. Consider answering that question. What will you do with Jesus this new year? Do your due diligence. Don't take this lightly. Understand what is in store. I suggest perhaps a good place to begin might be to use a modern Bible translation and read the book of John. Read it thoroughly and with purpose. Then read it again. Find someone to help you if needed. I think this might just be the most important decision you could possibly make, not just in 2025, but in your lifetime. Blessings.